good evening globally to all the viewers that are currently watching. Peace, blessings, and love. Governments hit back at Russia on Twitter. We can't stay silent on this one. This is the straw that broke the camel's back, this one here. We just can't keep our tongues tied no longer. We gonna dive into this when we come back on this episode of PCP Gone Wild on the Keep It P podcast. We'll be right back. Whoa. That was a slapper though. I got stuck for 2 seconds on the slapper side of the game. I was just zoned out listening to the music. This is the Keep It P podcast where we take news, situations, and everyday occurrences and we show how one could or could not be keeping it P. And today I am your host, TZ Von Savage, in the place to be. Sucker MCs. Self-hug, self-love. That's a beatbox and a b-boy stance. You may have thought that was corny, but what's even more corny is if we let the culture die, y'all. That's what's really corny. And what's even more corny is him trying to act like now everybody's like, oh, this is the last straw with this Russia thing. Oh my gosh. Oh, stop the presses. And they want everybody to be so concerned. Governments hit back at Russia on Twitter. Like, that's the might now. Look, they just let you know. In a whole war where folks is getting killed, they say. We know black folks was over there, but hey, Africans, you got to hold your own jollof rice, P. I'm just saying. But they hit back on Twitter. They ain't send a missile, no bombs, no guns. They hit back on Twitter. And see, that's the power in that. They just let you know what the power in that is. The propaganda machine. They just let you know what's more powerful. The gun or the pen. The knife or the pen. They just let you know. Pen being social media, writing, creating posts. You know what I'm saying? That's what they just literally told you. And that was really my whole point of doing this article. There's other points too, but that was one of the main points I wanted to bring to y'all. If only you got that, I almost have shut down the whole article right now just from right there. But it goes on to say, when Ukraine was attacked on Twitter, the German embassy couldn't just stay quiet. On Twitter, official Russian government accounts ended the country's actions in invading Ukraine, including one from the embassy in South Africa that read, "We appreciate your support and glad you decided to stand with us today when Russia, like 80 years ago, is fighting Nazism in Ukraine." See how they try to like there ain't no Nazism right now in Ukraine. So there's no Nazism in Ukraine. That's what you're trying to say. And South Africa was right there like, yeah, that was like 80 years ago. That was like 80 years ago. And what was happening in the United States 80 years ago? Do we want to talk about that? Huh? South Africa, you didn't bust a move. You didn't bust a great, P. You wasn't doing nothing. The tweet thanked South African followers for supposedly sending letters supporting Russia's invasion. Now, look at the use of the verbiage of the wordage. Sending letters supporting Germans embassy in South Africa clapped back on Twitter. Clapped back, boy. Don't never talk about what black culture is, fam. Y'all using all of our slang bang and all of that, P. Huh? Clapped back on Twitter, calling out Russia for slaughtering innocent children, women, and men for its own gain. What you think? Hold on, dog. What you think Nazis do? Huh? So you want me to say did, huh? That's what Nazis did. No, that's what Nazis do. That's what Dub S does right now. So what you talking about? So how you gonna point the finger? That's all. That's just two Dub S's just pointing the finger at each other. See, right now, Dub S is fighting it. So there's some inner fighting going on because they don't know what to do because we starting to get on cold, P. See, we got the foot on their neck a little bit. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. You got to know when you're getting a little bit of victory. But that don't mean to let up. That means keep applying the pressure. That means hashtag pull up season. It ain't just pull up. It's pull up season. It's a way of life to pull up, fam. It's a regular. You got to be regular. That we pull up. We get did dirty. We get on cold and we pull up. No disparaging. We just, hey, it's on cold. Let's go. It's definitely not fighting Nazism at German embassy tweeted on Saturday. Shame on anyone who's fallen for this. Sadly, we're kind of experts on Nazism. See, try to dig on theyself a little bit. Like, we know all about Nazism. We killed women and we killed a lot of innocent children, women, and men too. You smell me? So we know all about those Dub S tactics. So you get a 3. You ain't really doing the Nazism right. Believe me, we know. You doing Nazi light. Yeah, you doing it kind of how we did it, but you ain't really doing it how you your Dub S ain't as strong as ours. We was doing it way harder. Look, we clapping back, CP. Huh? Get out of here. The tweet, which has been largely praised online and shared more than 5,000 times, is one of many posts from usually said official government accounts that during the war have shared formality for a blah 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 whole lot of word salad for trying to say that the accounts could be fake or what have you. Get out of here. You know what I'm saying? Ukraine has used its official Twitter account at Ukraine not just to share battle and safety information, but also trying to encourage citizens and people around the world to rise up against Russia online. Days after Russia invaded the country, Ukraine tweeted a direct call out to supporters, tag at Russia, and tell them what you think about them. Listen, man. This is a war of propaganda between Dub S. Now, if you guys fall for the banana in the tailpipe, that's on you. It's a money grab. You don't see the price of the gas going on, fam. What happens every time there's a war, fam? The gas goes up. The gas was going down. Stop playing. People like, oh, it was the price of everything was going up. Nah, they needed something to make the gas go back up. It was 2 down. They like, nah, gas was, hey, they had barrels for barrels and barrels for slang. Gas was negative. The oil, you could get barrels of oil for negative a few years ago. Stop playing. Now they had to do something. They had to do something to try to jumpstart all the economy back. So what do you do? A war? You got to get everything. What's the excuse for now? All the inflation to try to get it back on track. Oh, we're in war. Makes it acceptable. Stop playing. That's how do you pull the wool on the other they little flock. Huh? That's all they gotta do is sprinkle a little whoop. That's how dub ass do to get their followers. Sprinkle a little bit on them, give them a little truth, and then that's it. Lies, 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 lies. Here's some truth. Lies, 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 lies. Here's some truth. Lies, 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 lies. Ah, man, they got a gang of more. There's so many more paragraphs and paragraphs. I, I, there's like 20 paragraphs left about this clapback about Dub S fighting each other. I'm gonna give you this last. I'm not gonna engage into it. This is highfalutin propaganda. A spokesman for the embassy said Germany has learned from its past and today works to stand up for the. Hold on. What I tell you? What I tell y'all? No, let me show y'all. Y'all ain't doing the Nazism right. What I tell y'all ain't doing it right. See, y'all thought I was just he just trying to be funny. No. Listen, I had to get your attention. Listen, that's how I told you they was doing. Let us show you how to do this Nazism right. We telling you, you ain't doing it right. You ain't doing it right at all. Let us show you. We're the pros at it. You know what I'm saying? You know we did the innocent women and children too. That's what we did too. So you trying to copy us, Ukraine. Let us show you how it's really. We know how to tell you how it's done. And you, Ukraine, are not doing Nazism. It's due justice. So us, Germany, we gonna tell you not doing it right. And trust us, we done did it at a high level. And even though we did that, we gonna apologize. We want to leave you with the apology. Yo, Germany has learned from its past and today works to stand up for the values the country. What? Stand up for the values the country once let down, and for that it felt a responsibility to post the tweet. Hold on. What value? Hold on. So y'all talking about the values that you had before y'all let my man come over there? No. Those was values you already had, else it wouldn't have been so easy to shake and bake you. It ain't like fam had to wave a magic wand on you, P. He didn't. That's not what happened. He didn't put you in a spell, in a trance. He didn't spike your drinks. He didn't give you no hallucinating drugs, P. Huh? Hit Linguini didn't do that. That's not what Hit Linguini did. No. That's not what he did. Now I'm gonna drop a gem in there real quick. The original Jew is black. Up, don't get mad at me. Do your research. Shh, don't get mad at me. Anyways, that's what they. Hey, a spokesperson with the Jewish. Listen. A spokesperson with the American Jewish Committee tweeted support for the embassy's post, calling on the embassy's social media manager to be given a raise. That was look, that was kind of a look, that was a dig, but a high five at the like, hey, whoever's doing y'all social media, hey, is a beast because y'all's propaganda is thorough. We just want to we don't believe you, but we just had to give you a nod because over here, this leg of Dub S, listen, we have to commend, even though we different Dub S. And we want the same thing. But we beefing right now though. Because after we trying to get rid of them, that's the goal, is all they got in common is anti-black racism. That's what they got in common. They all have the common enemy. So what the enemy of my enemy is my friend. So you got these wings of the best, these pockets, these splinter cells. You smell me? Huh? You heard of that before? Terror is I am. Huh? Huh? Yeah. Against us, though. Against people that look like you. Yeah, that's a true story. This whole thing was filled with bones. Fish bones, all in the fish sticks. It's all in my throat and my teeth. I can't take it. That's why I couldn't read all of that hot garbanzo bean that they tried to spew on us. I ain't gonna hold you. Just gonna mold you, fold you, and scold you. And I got to say I told you about being on code now. You got to stay on code. We get on code, guess what? We gonna hashtag cut the check. They gonna do it. They ain't gonna have no choice. We applying that pressure. Everybody sees it. Everybody sees it. Love, peace, blessing, and Maloha. Hey, I got one more thing to tell you. First of all, if you ain't shared the program, I had to get off y'all's neck about that, about sharing the program. I seen a couple people they been sharing. Let's keep sharing. See, that's the problem. Just like we don't want to take the foot off the neck of Dub S. Let's not take the foot off of being on code. Let's put the pedal to the metal. And let's declare anti-black racism a national health crisis. I ain't even gonna hold y'all. I just got a couple commercials for you. That's all. Take that.
Music TV.
Everybody know you get the money from that ride before you went on stage. I thought you motherfucker ain't got your money yet, man. Fuck you, man. You ain't got the money yet.
Fuck you think you is, man? Motherfucking Ron O'Neal or something? What you gonna do? I'm supposed to be scared now because you got a pistol, motherfucker.
I got it. Look, I don't play with this shit. You don't even know what I gave to this shit. Self-made with this shit. I slay with this shit. Been a lot of roads I done paved with this shit. Look, see, I don't play with this shit.
Kyrie with the give and go. I get it cheap for the low. More snow than the Eskimo big birdies. Taking flight, change your life in one night. By 2 a.m. if you do it right. Up late like nigga night. Small fish, big appetite. Get an extra 4 if you whip it right. Got good gas and it's light bright. Got
He been hula hooping through loopholes, working round shit. You can count lava down, but you can't count them out, baby. Life give me lemons, I make lemon rain. I gotta go, gotta hustle to get it. If you ain't talking business, little shawty, you
Hey, Ray.
Hey Rihanna, hey girl, how you doing? I'm into you like Trump's in the Putin. I know that might sound a little confusing. I had to say it for my own amusement. What I'm trying to say is, can we go cruising? Top down, blow some good gas, and listen.
Russian cream, leaves, Keith, oil, premium bud. Man, I hustle in the street, but I'm a freak with the love.
Bring that ass over, tryna bring it back. I'm a big dog, tryna bring it back. I'ma slide in the way to bring
you get down. All I wanna do is see you move it.
Music TV.